Just some of my own thoughts about what my videos are so far about. Basically, I'm trying to achieve two things. The first thing is just remembering my dreams. If I could just be able to remember my dreams better, then I believe that I will be able to, then I'll be able to go and do more controlling the dream. From what I understand about dreams and dream interpretation, I've read from the works of Carl Jung, and I haven't read Laberge's book or any of his works. He may have been interviewed on a Jeffrey Mishlove interview. If you go to the Thinking Aloud channel, I think there's an interview with him where he discusses lucid dreaming. Now, my opinion about the sorry, there's some things on the floor. There's some earlier books I've read. One author, Sylvian Muldoon, Astral Projection, and then there was a book I read, I think, by Robert Monroe, Journeys Out of Body. Really good, interesting book. Or books, I should say. Sylvian Muldoon was more along the lines of like seances and, you know, channeling and that sort of thing. I think Robert Monroe is more about his individual experiences on out-of-body traveling. Well, Sylvian Muldoon did get into like the silver cord, which is like an umbilical cord that goes to your body while it's in the bed or sleeping, and you float away from that. And in Monroe's stories, he was snapped back a few times and he woke up, where he was floating around, and then he described leaving his body and going through walls. When you first leave your body, there's like a vibration, and then after the vibration, then you float off your body. So, but as far as my interpretation of astral projection and leaving your body, that's just subjective. I mean, it's not a fact that you're actually going out of your body. It's just you're fictionalizing that experience in your own imagination. There is no going out and going in somewhere and gathering information in the real world, in real time, about an event or about something happening outside of the physiological, you know, our bodies are physiological machines, our mechanisms, so we can't make our machine go away from us. It's an integrated system. Your nervous system is integrated within your cells. The nervous system doesn't go out and go away from the tissue. You don't send electrical impulses out from your body into space, into real 3D space. What's happening is your imagination, while you're sleeping and you're dreaming, you imagine that you're leaving your body, you're floating around, and that sort of thing. So that's my interpretation of that. Now again, I can't emphasize enough for just my own self, just for me, that my problem is remembering. Is being able to remember what happened. More so than being able to like do what I want to do. That's nice, but that would come after you. So otherwise it's not, if you're not remembering it, it's like, what's the point, you know? So anyhow, leave a comment if you want. Let me know what you think. This is just my, this is just from the scientific point of view. What's happening is your brain is creating imaging and imaginations of your body, of leaving your body. That's what's happening while you're dreaming. You're not really leaving. There's no real you that's really leaving and going somewhere else away from your physical body. Your ego, your identity, your self, your soul, the activity of your nerves in your cells is encapsulated within the cellular membranes, within the structure of the body. You can't leave your body. It's impossible. You know, as from a neurological standpoint, physics and chemistry, we are physics and chemistry. We are contained in the cells. We are in our bodies. We can't leave our bodies. So it's a if you believe that you are actually leaving your body, you're just superstitious. It's not a fact. Trust me. your imagination. You imagine you can do, if you dream and you control your dream, you can imagine anything you want. So you can imagine you go out and sleep with the most beautiful person you would want to ever have sex with, or you can, you know, dream that you're like flying in the air over mountains and looking down and like you were an eagle, or you can have, you know, fantastic dreams where you go visit exotic places and, you know, have these wonderful, amazing adventures, you know, where you do whatever you want. So anyhow, that's what you want to remember. That if you forget that, then it's kind of a bummer. And it's not really, even if you can control your dream, it's not worth it if you can't remember it. So anyhow, signing off.